Hi, Daniel.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yes, that the team will going to send the all those training materials. Okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
Let's get going. Okay, so we discuss about this is the TOGAF is enterprise architecture. Then we have information governance. The third thing is very important is how is the information governance point of view. So do you know something about information governance?
Mm, how the information created and distributed, and then how to maintain it, how access to the information.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I will tell you.
Mm,
So if you're talking about some given information governance, okay, that's also is important consideration for as any particular uh, person, I would say, in the
mm.
company point of view. Let me discuss about over there. So it's information governance is the strategic framework, okay, and set of processes basically. So, okay, so we have different kind of processes in a company, okay, in organization basically to manage its information assets. So first of all, if you talking about like Mahesh, what are the different kind of governance of information basically, and then I want to tell you that what kind of data informations are there exactly. Okay, so first things I will tell you that now if you're talking about uh, the information governance, we have some data governance, data governance. Okay, so in this data governance, are basically talking about that data quality, data integrity, data ownership, data classifications, and security. Let me write down here so that you understand. Data quality, data quality control, data quality, okay? And then we can talk about data ownership. Then we have data classifications and data security. So these are the terms basically is gonna using it into the data governance. Okay, so it means that data is usable, format, consistent in the company, and trusted. So we have the ISO 8000 basically for data governance point of view. If you're talking about here, one of the terms I'm gonna using it. That we have information governance, my dear. Information governance point of view. So if you're talking about some information governance, sir, so it is protected from unauthorized access and breaches and loss. You can set here. Okay. So Mahesh, what to do for the same? So how do you make sure that data is protected and then it's not breaches and there is no loss? So we have like you can say information or security policies you're gonna create. Okay, and the best practices you can say security practices you are doing it. So for the same thing, what exactly things we're doing it? ISO 27001. Okay, and then we have some NIST framework, and then we have CSF. Okay, framework. Okay, so let's talking about how the things will be there. We discuss about wait for a moment. Then we have this is for you know what the data protection point of view here. Okay, Then second thing is very important to understand here, like privacy point of view. Okay, so we can say data privacy and compliance governance. Okay, so sir, it is in this coming here like GDPR. Okay, then we have some HIPAA, and then we have CCPA. There's no requirement, and so what does it mean? It's all about. So basically, it manages PII, patient healthcare information, constant, constantly managing it, access controls you can providing it, and then privacy impact assessment. Privacy impact assessment. You're doing it. Okay, so this is very important point for the information governance point of view. So we have another one is information data lifecycle governance. Information life cycle governance. Okay, so sir, if we're talking about to you that what is the life cycle of the data? So sir, first of all, I have to create the data. Okay, not you, everybody, whatever. Then second step, you're going to be store the data actually. Then you're going to use the data. Okay, use of data. You can say that here simply. Then you're going to sharing the data. Okay. Then after that, you have to take some backup of the data. Then you have to archive the data. Archive the data. Then you have to dispose the data. Okay. Before dispose, you can say retention. That data. Okay. So that is all about informations. Whatever the informations do you have, this is you gonna doing it, my dear friend. Okay, let's get talking about here like a couple of things. So do you know something about I would say ISO 27000? Like not talking about the complete information, but like basic things amount. Suppose I would say you want to deploy the ISO 27000. What to do? How to do that? How do you starting the things?
Sorry, Mas, are you asking me?
Yeah, if you know about anything ISO 27000, let me know if you are know about it anything.
About information security?
Yes, ISMS, yes, IS 27001.
No, I didn't well understand about the ISO 27001 and 1. So could you please explain about the data for this ISO?
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, understand. So in this ISO 27000, suppose somebody gonna asking the question that in the company, or suppose you're going to deploying it. So how do you implement ISO 27000? Let me show you. Let me show you, man. ISO 27001. Okay, this is like I would say, domain. Okay. So the question right now, sir, how do I going to be implement? Okay. Before you going to doing it, first of all, implement. What are the implementation? Okay, let's get going to the same here. It is okay. So you can see that here. That's the picture I'm looking for the architecture. One moment, please. Okay. So, sir, it is example, I would say, Daniel, whether it's applicable or not applicable. Example, I'm talking to you. Sir, do we need to implement or not implement? That is depend on the what kind of the scope definition of the company. So the question right now, sir, whether my company required ISO or not, that's very, very important. And in conditions, what are the conditions? If it is required, then what are the conditions? So you can see that here ISO International Standard Organizations IEC 27001 10-step implementation guide, you can set here. So first of all, you can say getting management support first of all. Okay, if you go to initiating the ISO 27000 in the company, first of all, you want, hey, management agree with the same actually. If the management is not agree, then no, you cannot do the manager. Okay, why, sir? Because the costing part, the costing will be coming, my dear friend. Okay, the costing will be coming. Who will going to be at the costing? The company management will going to be at the costing, my dear. So first of all, company will show that, hey, here that we would like to go for the ISO 27000. Second thing, what is the benefit, sir? Without benefit, what without the advantage, why I'm gonna going it? Why gonna investing the money into the same deal? Okay, so ISO 27000 helps the company to getting the more business. Okay, it's going to securing your information. It is going to be make the process oriented company, you can say here. Okay, that is what ISO 27000 is important in every company because its name is ISMS, Information Security Management System. So suppose Daniel, you come to me, Mahesh, you are my customer, okay, and I will going to providing any business further to you. How do you secure my information, my dear? Let me know. So you can Daniel will say, hey Mahesh, my company is ISO 27000, and every not about the banking is going to every industry is going to be applicable, my dear. Example like I'm a customer, okay, I'm coming to your bank, hey Daniel, I'm gonna providing my all those social security numbers, my passport, my light driving license, I'm gonna providing my photographs, my kids, my family, everything. How do you secure the information about my family and everything? So that's what if your company say, hey, don't worry, take it easy. Your company is ISO 27000. Our company is ISO 27000. So we have certified company, we have process oriented company, and we know how to, you know what, you know what, um, prevent and remediation all those kind of things in the any compromise will be happening in the information security. So the management support is very very important. The second step you consider here is training and awareness programs. Okay. So do you know what kind of training, what kind of awareness programs, right? What is the use case of ISO 27000 in the company? Who is going to help it out? What is the right way of doing it? What are the different domains and everything you can set here? Okay. The third thing you consider here is the scope definition there. Okay. What is the scope of the company which is going to be used into the same way or not? So, Mahesh, we have some manufacturing company, we have some healthcare based company, we have some IT sector company, we have some banking industries, different sector, different kind of things are there. So scope definition is very important, which things are covered, which things are not. The four things you consider here is like monitoring and measuring it, all those processes, the company. Okay, you have to monitoring. Hey, I think there is some missing things into your, I would say, process, right? Like onboarding, offboarding, security, database, application, whatever. You're monitoring it. Okay. This fifth step you can say conducting the risk assessment. So once we have monitoring it, sir, next step I'm gonna do risk assessment. What are the risks?
So
Well,
what are the scope for the assessment, Mash?
yeah, scope is basically we have to do the ISO 27002 or not do. This is a scope. Like which things we're gonna be covering on which things we are not going to covering it.
So I mean, the scope is only for the information, the data, or for the application, or for what? For what?
Yeah, inform the scope basically that which information we are going to include. Okay, like we have some public accessible data. Okay, public data. So it's not part of it. We don't want to be secure the data actually. Okay, like we have some confidential data, we have some sensitive data. This is the part of the scope. Okay, we have to securing it the data actually. Whatever the information we have to secure of the sensitive data or you can say sensitive data, you can say confidential data, top secret data. You are going to be it's a part of the scope and you will going to doing it actually. And secondly, that which companies are basically which particular process is basically we have to implement because we have 93 number of domains. Okay, you can talk it out here. We have different type of annexures, we have annexures and with the different kind of domain statement of applicability. So which is applicable, which is not applicable. Okay, that is we have to decide which is the important to go and which is not important to go, because in ISO 27000 we have 93 controls, security controls. So which one we have to go, which one we don't require to go. Okay, that's what that define the scope parameters. We discuss
Okay.
about after the same, don't worry. Then we have monitoring, doing it. Okay. Then we have to do this assessment. Once you do this assessment, then we have conducting internal audits. The sixth step is internal audits. So sir, we have some like you're going to get some vulnerability assessment report on the system. Okay, on the Wi-Fi, on the network, on the cloud, whatever. So we have vulnerability assessment, all those weakness, all those threats in the company. How do I pen testing it? Okay, remediations, kind of things you can set here. So the same thing you consider here, you're going to do conducting assessment and then conducting the internal audits to find out what are the threats, what are the weaknesses in the internal company. And then you have to find out, hey, this is the open ports, the patches are not up to date, security policies are not there, there is no such a process will be there in the company. You want to do the number 7 step is like developing the risk treatment plan. What kind of risk and how do I treatment all those things. Then once you have doing it, then management review. You want to review the management. Hey, how do I review?